Olivier Momma founded his company Ekster in 2015, and since then he really took the world by storm with his smart wallets. He's going to join together with Lawrence McNeil, our partner manager at Yotpo, to talk about everything customer retention.
Thanks, Kenneth. Hello, everyone. Great to be back here again. And credit to the Askville team. I don't know how you keep on making the D2C Summit better and better every year, but look at where we are now. My name is Lawrence McNeil. I'm Yotpo's partner manager for the Netherlands, and today I'm lucky enough to be joined by Olivier Momma, co-founder of Ekster, an innovative accessories brand, here to talk about your retention strategy. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Now, of course, a little wobble straight away. As a quick introduction to Yotpo, that's probably a good place to start. We are a retention marketing platform. So within that, we have tools for reviews, visual user-generated content, loyalty, referrals, SMS, subscriptions, and now email. A lot, but the idea is that all of these platforms share a data layer to help you as a brand understand how your customer base are engaging with your business and be able to effectively incentivize what's going to be the most valuable behaviors from different groups of customers. But enough about us, we're here to talk about Ekster today. Oliver, maybe you could start off by giving us a quick introduction to the brand and your story.
Definitely. Thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate it. I'm Oliver from Ekster. We make better gear for life on the go. We started the company 6 years ago asking ourselves the question, why are people still carrying fat bifold wallets? How come the phone has evolved, but the wallet has always stayed the same? So we went on and we invented the next generation wallet. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen these. Pop out your cards like this, and it was trackable with your phone. So from there on, we founded the company, and the company started growing. We now today have 50 people working from 5 different countries, and we're based in Amsterdam, and we're going into the travel direction. So we're creating all these smart travel products that help you get from A to B quicker with trackers and other tech integrated. And super excited to talk about retention with you guys today.
Brilliant. So like genuinely innovative products and super ambitious growth goals that are going to be fueled by expansion with new products and categories. And while that's obviously going to bring in lots of new customers, I think the reason we're here today is to talk about the other side of it. To grow sustainably in today's climate, brands not only need to focus on customer acquisition, but also customer retention, how you keep on getting them coming back to make more and more purchases. So could you tell us a little bit about your philosophy and approach to retention at Ekster, and I guess some of the key strategies that you're using right now?
Yeah, so for us, retention is like a metric for how satisfied the customers are with our product or service for other companies. We've seen over the past that it breaks down into 3 pillars. Number 1 being the product itself. So if customers are satisfied with their product, they're proud to talk about it, they're happy to show it to their friends, and they'll come back. If you have enough add-on products or complementary products to increase your AOV, that's going to help them to come back and as well buy new products. Secondly, we saw that having outstanding support for your customers is an amazing way of getting your customers to come back. We'll dive into that a little bit deeper later. But lastly, the tactics themselves, of course, email, SMS, loyalty, and surveys. So we're going to be talking about all of those in detail today. But overall, we've seen that retention helps us fuel our profitability. So the more the customers come back, the lower you can set your ROAS targets, the more you can scale your ads, and then in turn, the more customers will enter your retention flows. So overall, it really is a snowball effect.
Brilliant. I think what I love about what you said just there is that having successful customer retention doesn't just counterbalance how expensive it is to acquire customers right now, and that number's only going up. But it's also fuel to be able to keep on doing those acquisition activities, keep on acquiring new customers. So it works in a really nice cyclical way. And to have success in your retention strategy, there's a lot of valuable behaviors that your customers can be doing. What are you doing right now to drive what we call loyal behaviors from your customers?
So earlier this year, we noticed that it was getting tougher and tougher to convert customers just through prospecting ads. We realized we have a list of over 1 million people in the US. Why don't we try to make those people more loyal to the brand and try to make them come back more. Obviously, we were doing that before, but as Facebook ads start getting tougher to convert and more expensive, we started focusing on that more. So we built our first loyalty program, obviously with the guys from Yotpo. We started building this out with two goals. One is fostering a better, more loyal community, and two is gearing people up for our new products that are coming up. Because for the first time ever, we were going to launch anything but wallets, so new backpacks, other things to get you from A to B. And so from there on, we decided, okay, this needs to really feel like an elite group. How can we make this loyalty program feel like people are getting more for their buck and actually joining a community where they can have a say in what we're doing? So we added a few benefits, one of them being lifetime warranty. That's the biggest one, in our opinion, because people really love that. It's a reason for them to come back for sure. Secondly is them having a say in our product design process. So they would come in and we would send them emails asking, what color would you like us to bring out next? What categories of products would you guys love to see more in the future? And of course, smaller benefits, but still nice, early access to sales, early access to product launches, and free gifts on their birthday, stuff like that.
Amazing. I think what stands out to me is quite how much thought you put into building your program based on your brand identity and your different customer segments. Now, with that in mind, you're able to tailor the program to kind of suit your objectives and then also kind of suit your community. But outside of loyalty, is there anything else that you're doing from a retention perspective that's going to be helpful for the audience here today?
Definitely. So I think one of the bigger ones for us at Ekster is gifting campaigns. We noticed at some point that the wallet is a perfect gift for example, Father's Day or Christmas. And this is a great time for people that are already satisfied with your products to come back and buy it as a gift for friends or family. And this can work for other brands as well. You can release universally, easily giftable products and push them really with a gifting angle in your ads, in your emails, and your SMS. And once we started using this angle, for example, last year during Q4, we really saw an uptick in people buying it as a gift. And we saw this in the post-purchase surveys. Another big one for us is launching complementary products. So obviously people are buying a wallet, but they're not going to buy 10, but we still want them to come back. So what we started doing is launching products that really go well with the wallet, a keychain, for example, or a cash clip. And we noticed that specifically when they were matching, they were selling even better. The engagement on social was bigger, the click-through rate on ads was better. So we started just launching the aluminum wallet with an aluminum, for example, key case, or aluminum wallet with an aluminum cash clip, something that is matching and goes really well together, which in turn increases the AOV and also has customers come back. And then a bigger one, which is more long-term, but we try to regularly drop limited drops with, for example, ambassadors or other brands. Last year we had the privilege of working together with the one and only Messi, and we launched the very first Messi wallet. And this was insane, like the impact that it had on the brand, and just the amount of new fans that we gained. But with that, we also re-engaged existing customers that were in our list and were kind of bored of seeing the same old stuff. And then they saw this collab, and they all came back, were re-engaged. We were able to bring a whole new part of that list that was unengaged back into life.
I don't think I can think of a much bigger collaboration than Lionel Messi. Maybe that happened before Argentina played Netherlands in the World Cup, or should I not mention that today? I think there were some cool takeaways from that as well. You mentioned two really easy ways to increase your kind of value of your customer base. Gifting as a way to double your kind of customer lifetime value just off the bat. Cross-selling, selling additional products they could be interested in, another really nice way to increase lifetime value too. And I think there's also more to say there, in that you're clearly trying to both create and expand a loyal community of Ekster customers. How would you say that you're trying to foster that community right now and use it to kind of enhance your retention strategy even further?
Yeah, so we noticed that when we were scaling the hardest, that's when we noticed that our customers weren't feeling heard. And we realized, okay, some of our customer service may be outsourced, and that might be affecting the relationship that we're having with our community. So we decided to pull it all in-house and really build out that support team as much as possible and help these customers feel heard by offering super quick customer service, but also live SMS chat while people are checking out with their products. So if people are checking out and they're hesitating about something, we can send them a text or a chat and instantly help them get over that hurdle and actually convert. So I would say support is the number one thing to make them feel part of the community. But second, surveys. So this is something we started really scaling up 2 years ago. I think we send about 5 surveys per month to different segments of our list, and we try to really make it as customized as possible. So if we see that someone bought a certain color of a certain wallet, we send them a survey saying, hey, we saw you bought this brown wallet. Which models would you like to see in the future? And then we ask them like 6 or 7 questions. And with that, not only asking stuff, but also giving something in return. Giveaways with like a high value gift usually works really well. So we say, win this $1,000 giveaway and enter the beta list of early product testers if you finish this survey. So really incentivizing them to come in and ask these answer these questions. And we noticed that even without an incentive, people are super happy to be involved in the product design process. Another one we tried for Father's Day this year was we did a big brand giveaway or brand competition. So we asked all our customers to send in a photo of their dad's wallet, and the competition was who has the shittiest dad wallet in our list, who has the fattest wallet out there. And so we tried to really push that on social, and we asked everyone to share it on their stories. And at some point we picked a winner, and then we also posted like the 10 big runner-ups of all the shitty dad wallets. And not only did this really bring those customers closer to us, but it also really it helped us. Like they posted these photos of their dad's wallet, which helps incentivize people to start shopping for Father's Day. And this was right before the Father's Day sale, so it all connected, and we saw so many interesting and happy DMs of people that were just amazed by this initiative.
I love it. It's super creative, and again, I think there are some really, really useful takeaways from that. Like one of the best ways you can build customer loyalty is to show customers that you care by constantly asking for feedback, listening to it, and then providing additional value in terms of amazing support, thoughtful giveaways or promotions like you just described there. But when you're investing like so much time and effort into initiatives like that, you can't just rely on customers to kind of come upon it themselves. What are you doing in terms of your website and your marketing to promote engagement in these loyalty and retention initiatives?
Yeah, so a big one we started this year was we used to have this Typeform quiz on the website, which is quite generic, didn't look nice, wasn't branded. And last year at the D2C Summit, we met the guys from Crowbox. I'm not sure if you're here right now, but we started a trial with them after this summit last year. And the idea was to make a more immersive, interactive quiz, which looks visually beautiful with photos and drag and drop features, but also really helps his customer feel like they're getting a custom experience through this quiz. And the quiz is called, for example, Wallet Quiz, Find Your Perfect Fit. And they go through 6, 7 questions, and at the end of the road, they find the top wallet and some accessories that work well for them. And we noticed instantly when we launched this that the conversion rate of just going through this quiz was twice as high as the regular conversion rate on the website. So we tried to push this more on different places above the fold, as much in your face as possible. So even on the hero, as a ribbon throughout the entire website, and through our flows on email. So our existing customers would see this, and it's almost like a little game that you play to be reconverted to find your perfect fit. That's actually one of the main new ones we tried this year, but also for our loyalty program. On the website, there's so many ways to display a loyalty program, but above the fold, you only have so much screen real estate. You want people to click on the shop button, and you want them to convert as quickly as possible. So what we did is, you can see it up there, but on the top right, we added a custom logo called Ekster Plus. And Ekster Plus is our loyalty program, and it's prominently featured on the homepage because this really helps people get there quicker, but also it has its own branding, so it feels a little bit more premium than just writing out loyalty program or something else. And when we looked at other brands, we thought, okay, how can we make this as seamless as possible? many brands have the account page, then they have their loyalty program, and then they have their referral program. And there's 3 different accounts to sign up to. But preferably, you just have one place to sign up where you can see all your points or all your order information. So we decided to merge everything into one thing and have it as seamless as possible, both on desktop and mobile.
Nice. I think that's a great example of how like a little bit of extra care and attention to the details can go a long way in supporting something that you've invested in and that you think is going to be important to your customer base. I think one consistent theme throughout what you've said today, Oliver, is that feedback is really, really important to you. In the age of social media and online reviews, how are you handling customer feedback and leveraging it to, I guess, inform your retention strategy?
Yeah, so for social proof, we really use that a lot in our ads. So we try to incentivize our customers as much as possible to leave reviews. Previously mentioned with giveaways. So after someone buys a product, you can send them a standard email asking them, leave some stars and leave a message on our website, or you can incentivize them by, giving them a discount, or even better, you can give them the potential to win this huge gift. So to every single customer, we send a potential $1,000 giveaway in Ekster products. And we noticed that testing those 3, ABC testing those, we noticed that the giveaway won by far. So we're just going out with these outrageous giveaways in our review request email. But it's not like you're giving away that much, because only one in so many people has to win this prize. Also, so we repost our customers' reviews on social. So we tag them and we repost their photos and we incentivize the post about the brand. And putting them in the spotlight like that, we've seen an increase and a major uptake in posting on socials and them leaving reviews because they feel appreciated and they love the clout, of course.
Yeah, but a clout goes a long way. I think there's also something there, just a fundamental principle, which is that people are lazy, right? If there's something that you'd like them to do, requiring them to just kind of end up doing it on their own doesn't put it in your hands as much as it could be. A little incentive, a giveaway is a really nice way to encourage more of that behavior that you'd like. And communication of this is key as well. But it's not as simple as just sending out an email to your customers. You want to make sure that as many of your customers as possible actually see these emails that you're sending out. What we call ensuring maximum deliverability. What's your approach to doing that with these communications that you're sending out to your customers?
We earlier this year we noticed that our open rate was going down for some reason. We were always about 50 to 60% open rate, and we worked on that deliverability for years by just taking really good care of our list, removing segments that weren't working anymore, sending out sunset campaigns. And so we noticed this major drop, and when we started analyzing where it was coming from, we realized that it was all because of Hotmail inbox users. So we separated the Hotmail inbox users from all the others and kept sending to the rest like we usually did, and the open rate went back up. And then we knew we had to at least try to do something about these Hotmail users. So we only sent campaigns separate to Hotmail users in smaller segments, so like the most recent 60 days engaged customers, and slowly but surely added more less engaged people, but like at a very gradual pace. We added 60 days, then 70 days, and 80 days. And over a period of 6 months, we got the list back to where it was before, and we were able to bring it back into the main list, and now our open rate is back up to 55, 60%, which is super nice. When you have a list of 1.5 million, it's a high open rate. You just need to keep a very close eye on those metrics. We also switched to HTML code 2 years ago. We noticed that when using the drag and drop feature on Shopify, sometimes the open rate drops. It's not a guaranteed win, but we noticed that when A/B testing it, this works better. I wouldn't say it's a huge one, but definitely worth trying. And of course, utilizing seed lists. So before we send any campaign, we send it to a seed list, a small little draft list where we see, okay, this is going to be roughly the open rate, and this is the spam rate when we're going to be sending this out. You want to be checking the placement of spam placement at all times.
It's honestly like an amazing level of detail that you're going to there, right? And what I like about that is how data-driven it is. You're not just working on theories, you're working on the numbers, and you're optimizing based on that. Man, amazing, Oliver. Thanks so much. I think some of what you said even went over my head, so I hope it's been something that's been valuable to the audience. Last question from me. Looking ahead to the future, what can you tell us about Ekster's plans and any other strategies you've got to keep your customers for the long term?
Definitely. I think the first thing I mentioned in this talk was the first pillar of retention for us is keeping people satisfied with their products. And I would say expanding to new categories, making sure that our customers come back for our new travel gear as we move on from wallets and add new products to the mix, but also continuously improving our existing bestsellers, kind of the Apple approach, right? They bring out a new iPhone every year, and we keep on buying them for some reason every single year. So we want to do the same thing. We want to keep improving those flagship products, keep that quality up, and make minor improvements, but make sure that the customers come back for that. And then the loyalty program, of course, work with our guys up at Yotpo to keep sending out great campaigns and promote it a bit more, because once it's a standing thing, you really need to keep promoting it to scale the program.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Oliver. Any questions from the audience?
Thanks. How do you transition your brand from like a wallet company to a like travel accessory travel company brand?
We're in the midst of that right now. We just launched our backpack in August. The launch was incredible, bigger than we could have ever expected, and the feedback was even better. So we're getting better reviews than we're even getting on the wallets, which is great. I think the transition is a big strategic move. So we are trying to still get our 95% revenue through wallets by building all our ad funnels, focus on funnels, but slowly merging the brand into more storytelling and really, talking about the journey of A to B and how people get from one country to the next, doing this through email marketing and on the general messaging on the website. I would say we don't have the specific answer because we're not there yet, but slowly merging it into your content and making sure that you can become at least a good player in the backpack market, and then the next step, perhaps the suitcase market or any other products in that travel category, and then slowly make it a bigger part of your website. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
Cool. Good luck. Thanks.
It's nice to sell all those nice products on your website, but how do you work with improving your secondary packaging and unpackaging experience with your fulfillment center?
You mean the packaging for the fulfillment center or for the customer?
For the customer, yeah.
How do we improve our unboxing experience?
So do you also engage with customers to improve that, or what's your experience?
So we're lucky that we sell wallets because there's space for cards inside. And on these cards, we have different messaging. So whenever you unbox the product and you click like this, every single card has its own little thing. So the first is, for example, a user manual. The second is a thank you message. Then we have messages to refer friends to join the loyalty program. And it's funny that you say this because we're revamping this whole unboxing experience as we speak, because, launching new products, you need to have a better packaging as well. But we do talk to our customers about this. We send out surveys. We talk to other brands, and we order a lot of products. Apple has obviously always been a big inspiration for us. One of the most beautiful unboxing experiences you can get. So we look at that for inspiration.
Any more? Incredible. Number one, incredible. How did you develop that DNA to be, as Lawrence actually said, to be this data-driven? Because it seems like when you're looking at it from like a product point of view down to looking at your deliverability, I almost never hear anyone caring about deliverability in the way that you just described. How did this happen?
I mean, I would love to take all the credit myself, but we've worked with some incredible agencies that work with some of the best D2C brands in the US. And we always benchmark the best performers in the States because we know that that's where the top 1%, the biggies, are really doing the thing. And once we analyze their flows, we talk to as many experts in the field. But I would say this data-specific analysis was initiated by our agency they noticed a drop in the data. And also, actually, an interesting feature that's coming out on Shopify is an AI feature where I think in Q1, the guys from Asphalt told me that it was coming out. You can literally ask Shopify, hey, our sales were down in August, more down than usual. What could be the reason? And then this AI, kind of like a ChatGPT of Shopify, will tell you what could be possible reasons for this to happen. So it's quite interesting. But so far, it's been us just working with good partners, agencies.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Oh, one more.
Last question. I remember 4 years ago we were sharing offices in TNW. You were, I think, 5 or 6 or maybe 8 people. Now 50. I'm also surprised. What's going to be happening in the next 3 years? Where are you then?
We're currently based still in Amsterdam. We love it here. The team's growing, and I don't want the team to get too much bigger. It's fun now, so we're trying to do as much as we can with the hands that we have. But as I said, we're really becoming more of a travel gear brand. So we want to make products that help you get from A to B quicker without worrying about leaving stuff behind. You know, having that tech and making that work with the Internet of Things and stay innovative. So I would say over the next 3 years, we need to be one of the top 3 travel gear brands in the world, available everywhere, and also opening up retail.
Nice. Well done, mate.